Hello there, everybody in the SRG universe. This is the illustrious one, Harvey Luster. Now, for those of you who missed out, this last evening, the LFF held their inaugural tournament for the LFF United States Champion. This was an event that was hosted by the True American guys. And Mr. Jeff Foxworthy was gracious enough to do the stream and the organizations. Now, Harvey Luster is grateful both to the GM Calais and the SIG boss, the Steve Resk, the True American guy, and the Jeff Foxworthy, all for making sure that this event was able to happen. Now, when Harvey Luster initially started his day on Saturday, it was not a very good day. See, Harvey Luster lost a close friend and a mentor on Saturday and was having a very, very rough day, found himself out of towns, did not even think that he was going to be able to make the tournament, and had not initially signed up. Thankfully, someone else, it was unfortunate for them, but they were not able to make the tournament. Things had changed in their life, and they had to drop. So the illustrious one was able to find a slot to get into the tournament, and even able to squeeze his schedule enough to return back to the Louisville in time to be able to play. Because, of course, Harvey Luster was down in the southern part of the state. He was right there in the True American guy's backyard, but he didn't want to try to reach out to try to play the tournament from there, because we've all seen the internet connections down in the Russellville area. Apparently, especially the True American guy's neighborhood, it's slow enough. It'll cause your lights to flicker. It'll send you like bouncing off the walls and everything, literally. So Harvey Luster made his way back up to join the tournament. Another gentleman, a young up-and-coming, another rising star. Harvey Luster believes he is in the Rising Star tournament. Brian Sutton, the Norsemans. Now, the Norseman, he also had some unusual circumstances. You see, this gentleman, a close friend of his, the GM Bighead, has had some medical issues recently and been hospitalized and under care even for the horrible the COVID situation. This is something that, you know, the coronavirus, we all aware of. It's a horrible thing. And as a country, we're all trying to pull together to take care of each other to get over it. So the Norseman, he took the GM Bighead slot in the tournament to play in his stead and to represent the man. So it could almost be argued that somewhere the fates wanted these two men to come together in this tournament. Neither of us knew that we were on a collision course with each other. But needless to say, Harvey Luster and the Norseman both played through the Swiss rounds and played through the top 16 tournaments, having to make our ways through many tough competitors, even having to play some scrubs. You know, we played some really tough folks and Brian Schmidt to get our way through there, and met in the final. Now, the Norseman did not lose the final match. The Norseman was beaten. The reason Harvey Luster says this is because anybody who watched the stream or goes back and watches the video will see that he did not just roll over and let Harvey Luster take that title away. It was a fight. Harvey Luster had to win that title. I mean, it was like trying to take away the Mrs. Living Weapon's purse. I mean, he was clutching on, trying to take it just as much as Harvey Luster was. It was a back and forth battle. Now, ladies all over the world last night were celebrating, and again this morning, millions of women jumping up out of bed, checking their Facebook feeds, seeing that Harvey Luster had won and had become your inaugural United States champions. They celebrating, but Harvey Luster can't rest. You see, the SRG boss, apparently he must be a little jealous that the boss's lady has yet again claimed gold, and he's struggling to make that sort of measure himself. And, you know, the SRG boss doesn't want to be outdone by the little lady. So he has announced that this week on Talk of the Universe, he's going to go ahead and announce the #1 contender for the LFF United States Championship. Harvey Luster is not concerned by this. This is the American way, isn't it? everybody knows in such an illustrious, phenomenal country as the United States, it's the land of opportunities. As well as that, it's a land where we stand up and we fight for the things that we believe in and the things that we want. So, of course, anybody who wants the opportunity and earns the opportunity for a title, and anybody who is, really strong enough, desires and wants to fight for it, should have that chance, that freedoms. So obviously the SRG boss thinks maybe that he is raining on Harvey Luster's parade. Maybe he's just a little upset at some of the performance of the crime waves. But Harvey Luster did beat up on a few of those individuals last night. Maybe that's where this is coming from. The truth of the matter is, though, Harvey Luster is not concerned by this because the SRG boss, he seems to have forgotten something. No matter how he may feel about it, and no matter how much he wants to rain on Harvey Luster's parade, again, the only man in the LFF, the only man in the world who has the animal magnetism to make the Mother Nature rain is Harvey Luster. Because who else, other than the illustrious one, can make Mother Nature wet?